Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
Time for exact notes. It's just exact notes. Music rocks. Yeah. Oh, hello, and welcome to the next part of Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. You're thinking, wait a second, is he always drinking coffee at the beginning of the videos? Not always, but often. And so it's just something that I love. It's nice and warm and tastes good. All right, are you ready to try the bowing tutorial for Twinkle Twinkle Little Star theme? I hope so. So before we start, let's just take a look at our bow hold real quick because this is important and there's a few things you can do. I've got a nice pretty bow. Look at this. I just got this one recently. It's got all this fun stuff up here and the metal wound kind of nice. And I love the way the wood looks. You see all the little patterning in the wood there. It's different. And then this part is called the frog, and mine has this very fancy kind of pearl inlay. And I love the screw over here. It's a little blurry, it's hard to see, but it's also got this very nice pearl inlay there and on the end. Just so much about the violin is so pretty. Another pearl inlay down there. And of course, it sounds beautiful as well, so that's nice. So take your bow with your left hand, and we'll quickly review what we should do. I'd like you to shake your hand out and then just let your fingers dangle and rest. Did you do that? Just like shake, 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 and then dangle. Now we're going to start by putting the pinky over here, not on the screw, not on the pretty little screw over there, but over here on the stick. The other fingers are going to rest across. I like to get pointer finger by the first knuckle. Sometimes people like to do by the second knuckle, and that can just be a little heavy, so we like to do at the first knuckle down here. And then your thumb can either go between the frog and the grip, or your teacher might prefer to have your thumb underneath. Or they might have some different ideas altogether, and it's important to do the things your teacher said. But if I'm your primary teacher, then, I would say be comfortable. Do the one you like the best. Okay, here we go. Alright, got it, okay. So you can hold it in there. It shouldn't feel like you're gripping on real tight, but it does take some getting used to. And let's do a little bit of a warm-up with the bow. Just getting used to pulling it across the strings. I like to use the tip of the bow for Twinkle Twinkle Little Star because it's lighter up there and we're on our lighter strings. So I'm going to start at the very tip, and I'd like you to play the open E string 4 times like this. Try that. And when you do that, don't go like this. Although it can be... Okay, go ahead and do that once. Go ahead, just... Okay, got that out of your system. Okay, stop. Ready? Okay, here we go. We're going to keep going. Now back to the E string here with open string. Kind of boring, isn't it? It's going to get more exciting, don't worry. Then try the A string 4 times. Now you have to just raise your bow arm like that so that you can get it up to the A string. Try to pull the bow kind of straight across the strings, but don't worry too much. What we don't want is for the bow to be way up here. You'll notice it still makes sound, but it doesn't make the best sound. Oh, no, we have better sound down there. Okay, now play this for me. I want you to play open A, 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 A. And then go back to the E string. E, 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 E. And then put the first finger on the E string, right on the yellow line. Make sure your bow hold is still good. We want the pinky not all the way over on the screw. Pointer finger there. Thumb probably underneath. 1 on the E string. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. We're not going to use this rhythm in Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, but I think it's kind of fun. Then go back to open E. And if you want to use the lower part of the bow, you can, but listen down here, it might be a little more scratchy. I'm going to be scratchy on purpose, so I guarantee this is going to be scratchy. It's because it's so heavy. Look at all this extra stuff we have down here. The bow has almost nothing going on up here. It's got the stick and the hair, but down here it's got the grip, and it's got the frog and the screw, and it's got all the weight of your hand and your arm, so it's more likely just to be scratchy down there. So if you want to, you can use more like the middle of the bow, and then a lot of the weight is away. Try in the middle of your bow. Now try at the bottom of your bow again. And if you learn to do it lightly, it won't be so scratchy, but I'm trying to be a little scratchy on purpose. But if you go to the tip of the bow like this, up here at the very, very, very tip, your arm has to be way, way, way down. It's just a lot lighter, and so it's less likely to be scratchy. So anyway, that's something for you to think about. You're going to have to make a lot of decisions in violin because your progress will be up to you. But let's start with measure 1 now. I feel like we've had a good warm-up. Let's go to measure 1, and we're going to play open A, and then E, E. Repeat after me. A, E, E. Your turn. And I might be going too fast. I'll slow down in measure 2. I'm going to put down 1, 1, then 0 for 2 beats like this. 1, 1, 0 for 2. Your turn. Now measure 3, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4 on the A string. 4, 4, then 3, 3. Your turn. Then the fourth finger, or I'm sorry, then the fourth measure is 1, 1, 0. 1, 1, 0 for 2 beats. Now measure 5 starts with open E, and then 4 on the A string. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 3, 3, 1 for 2 beats. And that's what the little triangle after the note means. Then measures 7 and 8 are the same as measures 5 and 6. So back to open E, E, then A4, A4. Then A3, 3, 1 for 2 beats. Then 9, 10, 11, and 12 are just like line 1, so let's try it slowly, maybe together, or you'll be able to figure it out on your own. 1, 2, measure 9, go. 0, 0, 0, 0. 1, 1, 0 for 2 beats. Now 11 is 4, 4, 3, 3. 4, 4, 3, 3. Then 1, 1, and 0. Try to hold that last note kind of long. And that's the whole song with the bow, using the Pinkie primer position. I like it. P, P, P. Pinkie primer position. All right, and that's all we're going to do for right now. Try to get through the whole thing on your own 2 more times, because you've already played through the whole song once. And see if you can do it without any mistakes, which might be too hard for today. But if it's too hard, then just go grab a nice big cup of coffee. Just kidding, you probably won't do that. But I will. And give yourself a round of applause. Oh, I gotta put the coffee down so I can clap. Round of applause. 2 thumbs up. Have fun. Was that pretty good? Is that a wrap? I think we're good for today. Everybody, great job. That's a wrap. Nice work. Real solid.